we say jiva, an individual being, is the pujaka, is the aradhaka. Is so one side is Shiva, the other side is jiva. Now the jiva is the one who worships. But what is jiva? What is an individual? तुलसीदास जी से माया ईसन आप कहूं जान कही असो जीव. जीव क्या? doesn't know what is Ishvara, doesn't know what is Maya, doesn't know even himself. In other words, ignorant. Why? Jiva ignorant. And if not ignorant, little knowledge. Alpadnya. Because if you say Adnya, I don't like Adnya. I am not ignorant. Okay, but Alpadnya. Do you know everything? I forget about everything. I don't know everything about even one little thing also. I heard a definition of specialization. Specialization means to know more and more about less and less. And finally know everything about nothing. So our knowledge is so limited. It is there, but very limited. Okay, what about our strength? Our power, our might, whatever you call it. So we are ignorant or of little knowledge, limited knowledge, and Alpa Shaktiman. Alpa Shaktiman of one limited power. How much strength we have? In our childhood, what was our strength? Then became young, or even in young age, some fever, 103 days. Gone. What kind of strength? And age advances, aging. So our limited strength, even that does not remain continuously same. There is also fluctuation. Only when there was one Mullah Nasruddin, he told his friend, he was now 75 years old. He said, when I was 25, the strength I had is the same strength I have now also. And where the hand was shaking and all. So his friend said, don't bluff, How do you say you have got the same strength? He said, I can prove it. Oh yes, you can prove it. Prove it. He said, you see that rock in the courtyard, big rock? You see, I could not lift it at that time, and now also I can't lift it. See, I have same strength. Arey, wow. The stories are interesting. So what we find, a jiva is limited in every sense of the term. His body, his mind, his knowledge, his strength, his status, everything limited. Correct? Now, such a person, whom should he worship? Because this limited, finite, yesterday we saw that the finite itself proves the existence of infinite. Right? And this part has to be part of the whole. Now, if this limited jiva is in trouble and he goes to another limited jiva for help, how much help he can need? Taha Tulsidas has a very beautiful song in the Vinay Patrika. He said, I was deen helpless, so I went to another person. Then I found out he was equally deen. So, what is the use? One helpless person going to another helpless. So the part must worship the whole, not another part only. He will remain limited. Any limited number put together, still it will be limited number. So a jiva, being the part of the whole, must remain in tune with that whole. And if he recognizes that and reveres, respect, worship, then you know what happens? Oh, the power, knowledge, strength, everything of Lord is available to him. Then, now this little finger, if it is cut off and just kept here, what can you do? But when it is connected with the whole body, then all nourishment, everything that comes to it also. So therefore, we must understand who is worshipping an individual. And this individual is anyway worshipping somebody. Right? But whom is he worshipping? Again another limited individual. So what happens? Bhagavan Sri Krishna said very interesting thing in the Gita, there in the 7th chapter there. And on which Shankaracharya has written a very good comment. He said, Antavattu phalam tesham tad bhavatyalpa medasam devan devayo yanti madbhakta yanti mam. That means what? Those who go on worshipping centers of limited power, they get something, no doubt. But still it remains limited. But those who worship me, Bhagavan said, then they come to me, the infinite. The Shankaracharya says, Samane api ayase, even though the efforts are same, when you want to please a limited individual and you want to please the Lord, efforts are there in both the cases. Samane api ayase, but the result is so different. One is ananta phalam, other is alpa phalam. So he says, Mameva ananta phalaya na bhajante iti anukrosham darshayati Bhagavan. Bhagavan laments. What kind of people these are people? Anyway you are worshipping, why don't you worship the infinite? If you want success, if you want happiness, if you want completeness in our life, the jiva must worship the Lord only. That is one reason. Another reason is, why should you worship, We have seen whom we should worship, now why. Why already we have seen one aspect of it. But the other is, it is called love and gratitude. This worship is an expression of the jiva's gratitude to Bhagavan. Here we find when a little child comes to me and I give a chocolate, Immediately mother or father who is there with the child says, what do you say? Say, thank you Swamiji, thank you Swamiji. Did you say thank you? Thank you. See, just a chocolate is given. Child must say thank you. Anyone who gives anything to us, thank you. Particularly in this Western countries and all that, you have to be very careful about saying thank you. So I learned one thing: when I am there, I go on saying thank you, whether anybody is there in front or not. Anybody had done anything or not, go on saying thank you. Well, you don't know whom suddenly somebody will do and send away. Because it's considered bad manner if you don't say and all that. You don't say thanks. Oh, one Mahatma said nicely, somebody gives you a wristwatch and then you say thank you. But who gave you the wrist? You know, our attention never goes to the simple things. Huh? Somebody gave you earring. Who gave you the ear? I tell you. So when we find that all we have, our body, our mind, our intellect, our life, our prana, our talents, our potentials, our all that, from where? We can't take any credit. Mother, father also. The only giver can be the Lord alone. So, when we receive so much, shouldn't we express our gratitude? So this puja, which we'll sing afterwards again, it is an expression of our gratitude. Born of love, born of understanding. मेरो भलो कियो राम आपनी भलाई, हाँ तो साई द्रोवी पै सेवक ही तो साई, हरि तुम बहुत अनुग्रह कीनो. So she has such beautiful songs that are there. कोटि हो मुख कही जात न प्रभु के एक एक उपकार. Every single thing that what he has done, we cannot thank enough even with our thousands of mouths. And when someone does something and we do not even express our gratitude, the sin of ingratitude is the worst. Ungrateful. So therefore, the bhakta must express gratitude.